Now I'm going to go over how to transfer your games and your save data from an old Switch that I have here on the left to a new Switch that's over there on the right. So to do this, the first thing you want to do is with your new Switch, just go ahead and turn it on and set it up and sign into your account and everything like that, your Nintendo ID account, because you're going to transfer all your games and everything after you set it up. Another thing you want to go ahead and do first is on your old Switch is make sure if you have Nintendo Switch Online that all of your games are backed up to the cloud. You can only do that if you pay for Nintendo Switch Online, but to do that, you just want to jump into the settings on the home screen here, the system settings. Go down to data management. Go down to Save Data Cloud. Select the user. And then you can go ahead and see what is backed up and what is not. So you can see in the bottom right hand corner of each thing, it will say backed up, or if there's an error or something like that. And if you click on a game, it'll give you more information. And if you click on a game that's not backed up or something like that, you can go ahead and send that back up to the cloud that's on the device, or download the save that's in the cloud to this device. But mostly you're going to want to make sure all the backup save data is sent to the cloud for each of your games. So that's if you have a Nintendo Switch Online and you pay for that service. If you don't pay for that service, that's okay, because the first thing we're going to go through is how to transfer games individually. Also, saved data does not work for every game, such as Splatoon 2 or Animal Crossing. And Animal Crossing, we'll go over how to transfer all that stuff in a separate video, because that's a little different than everything else. But now we're going to go over and manually send save data from one Switch to another. So to do that, on your old Switch, you again want to jump into System Settings, go down to Data Management, and go down to Transfer Your Saved Data. And we're going to send saved data to another console. Select the user you want to get the saved data from for the game. And here are all of your games that have saved data on your Switch. Another thing that's important to note is you have to kind of do it this way. Even if you have a micro SD card in your Switch, you can't just pop it out and put it in the new one. You'll have to reformat it once you put it in the new Switch, and that'll erase all your save data. So make sure you transfer everything this way first. Now, on your new Switch, you want to go to the same place, go to System Settings, go down to Data Management, and transfer your save data. We want to receive saved data. Now it's ready to receive saved data. Now, on your old Switch, you're going to select the game, the save data you want to switch over. We're going to do the Ghostbusters one here. You're going to send save data. And now it's just going to find each other and send it over. You want to make sure your switches are close together here. There we go. It's received it and it's saving it to the Switch. And on our new Switch, we're just going to click OK. Back here on the home screen, you can see that Ghostbusters did not show up. That's because we just transferred the save data for this digital game. Now, if it's a digital game, you just have to go into the eShop and re-download the game, and it'll pop up here with your save data and everything because we transferred that over. It just doesn't transfer over the full game. It just transfers over your save data. Or if you have a physical copy of the game, you just go ahead and pop that in there in the game card slot, and you're ready to go. You can play that game and it'll pull up with your save data. But if it's a downloaded game that you got from the eShop, you just want to jump into the Nintendo eShop on the new Switch, Again, select the user. And then you want to go over to your user icon in the top right-hand corner. Select that. Go to re-download. Find the game that you want to re-download and just click the cloud button. And it'll start downloading that. If we go to the home screen, you can see it's going to start downloading the Ghostbusters game. And it will have our save data because we already transferred that over. So you have to do this for each individual game. This is kind of the only way to do it if you don't have Nintendo Switch Online. And again, make sure you do this before you transfer SD cards, because if you transfer SD cards first, you are going to lose that data if you don't have Nintendo Switch Online. Now, if you do have Nintendo Switch Online, you can just go ahead and download those saved files that we had that were backed up to the cloud if you want to. And that's a little easier because you don't have to do it one at a time. If on your new Switch, you just go to System Settings, Data Management, and you go to Saved Data Cloud, select your user. You can go to the save data not on this console. And you can go ahead and click any one of these games and download the saved data from the cloud. So download it to the console and it'll download that saved data. Again, you will have to go grab that game from the eShop if that's where you downloaded it, or put in the game cartridge and you'll be good to go. So that's how you can do it if you have saved backups for Nintendo Switch Online, which might be a little easier than going through the full transfer thing from Switch to Switch. So if you do have Nintendo Switch Online, that's an easier way to do it. But again, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, not all games allow for backup saves, for cloud backup saves. So you will have to go and do the transfer your save data from the old Switch to the new Switch for things like Splatoon 2. If you're trying to do Animal Crossing, we're going to go over that in a separate video. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. And hopefully this video has helped. If it has, go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this one on how to make your technology work better for you. Thanks.